Hey, so I will repeat myself again. So this is the Cloth Diaper Cafe. Hey, everybody. We have the six of us on our panel. And oh, that's cute. Did y'all see that? Um, and we're asking that the guests keep their cameras off. So it's just the panel folks. And if you have any questions, if anything pops up, ask in the chat, and Miss LaMonica of Nappy Buns will get to the chat and answer any of your questions. So first, we will introduce ourselves. My name's Darren. I have one son who was cloth diapered starting around 3 months when I found out that cloth diapers were not just the old school diapers. And I also am the owner of Cooper Rose. And next to me is Lay. So, Lay, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Lay, and I'm the owner of the Little Bum Life and Diaper Service, Cloth Diapered both of my kids, and I have one on the way, so that would be Cloth Diapered too.
Lorena, you're up.
Hi, I'm
Hey.
Lorena. I am a holistic doula, photographer, videographer, yoga teacher. I'm gonna stop there. I teach cloth diapering education to all my clients that are interested, and I cloth diapered my youngest, and I'm also pregnant and will be cloth diapering this one as well.
Very cool. Miss LaMonica.
Hi everyone, I'm LaMonica with Nappy Buns. I also cloth diapered two of my four kids. The first one I cloth diapered. I found out about cloth diapers by watching it was Crafty Gemini on YouTube. And I saw all the different inserts she was using. I'm like, I'm gonna put this sewing machine to use. And then the second one, just straight cloth diapers. Um, let's see. Next.
Samira, you're next.
Greetings. I'm Samira, mother of four. Um, I tried cloth diving with the first two unsuccessfully. The last two, it was my drop. I'm a massage therapist. I'm here for all things crunchy. I just found out about that maybe 5 years ago. But yeah, that's my
Cool.
story. I missed most of what we were seeing because I was paying attention to the kids.
I think you did it. I
Did I
think you
miss
did
anything?
it. No.
All
Mm-mm.
right, great. Wonderful.
Hello, I'm Patricia. I am a mother of three boys. I, as well as Samara, I'm into a little crunchy-ish type stuff. I cloth diapered all three of my boys. I started when my oldest was, I think he was going on 2 years old. And then my second was about 3 or 4 months. And then my last, he started from birth all the way till now. And I'm a doula, full spectrum doula now, and I have been helping out some families, not specifically clients yet, but we getting there. And yeah, I'm here.
Very cool. Yay. Thank y'all. So let's get into it. Let's talk about these wash routines and what you did and what do you typically tell people, like just a normal, hey, how do I wash my cloth diapers? Or is it hard to wash cloth diapers? What's your typical answer? Anybody jump in.
So, being from Louisiana, when I first started with the last one, I realized it was a red state. There's actually a map stating that daycares down here, they really don't want to cloth diaper. You have to actually have a doctor's note, or you have to have a private conversation to see if they would accept it. Um, but as far as with, I got off task.
It's okay.
So as far as with that, when I started with him, A lot of people, they had concerns about, oh, like, ew, I have to touch this, I have to touch that. Not actually, because there's diaper dogs, there's diaper sprayers. You don't have to literally get your hand in there and touch anything. So there's a lot of devices that were made that people can use as far as to help clean with that. There's different methods you can use. So as far as with that, we would do the rinse and then the 2 washes and then dry. I would try to make it as simple as possible. Just wash it twice, dry it, you're good to go. So that's all. That's what they would say. Yes, that's all. So it just keeping it short and simple and not trying to add too many words, they'll catch on to it.
Yeah, I agree. Anybody want to add anything to that? She mentioned a couple of things. The diaper dog. Actually a black owned brand, and it's like it looks like a puppet, like a silicone puppet, where you can pick your diapers up. And then sprayers, you can attach a sprayer to your toilet or to your shower head. I've heard people say, and spray your diaper off when it's poop. What about poop? What about poop from newborn to toddler to all of that?
I don't mind speaking on that since my little one is 1. When she was an infant, super easy. Throw it in the diaper pail, it washes out. Um, I do have a diaper sprayer. So like if it did ever just smear and I couldn't like shake it out, then I would use a diaper sprayer, but I rarely use a diaper sprayer because now that she's 1, it's ploppable poop and you give it about 3 shakes and it's in the toilet and then you throw it in the diaper pail. So it's been super simple. It's like probably like around the time when they start eating solids where you kind of have that weird poop where you do kind of have to spray a little more than usual. So that's probably like a month or 2, maybe 3 at the max, and then it'll solid out from there. And that's the easiest part. So
I will add with newborn poop, strict, exclusively breastfed poop is simple. That middle stage where they're transitioning, for sure, because I don't have a sprayer. I use the gloves from Dollar Tree. I reuse them. They're the long, maids looking gloves. And I dunk and swish. So that's what I do if it smears. But I actually use liners that I make myself from Walmart. I get the micro fleece blanket that's $2.50, cut it up, and I lay that down, and we use that, plop it, and keep it moving.
So, Trika brought up a good point as far as all of the things that folks have made to make cloth diapers more convenient. Usually costs a little bit more money, and you can always figure out a way to make it happen with less money. Um, so yeah, uh, go ahead, Lamonica.
Okay, so I like to find a deal, right? I got this on Amazon for $19 and it has the T valve in it.
Oh wow,
Yeah. So it comes in handy. Obviously I don't need it anymore.
yeah.
So this is a brand new one. So Patricia, I'll send you this one.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
That's super dope.
you.
So and that's an actual diaper sprayer. Wow, for 19 bucks? Oh, Amazon.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. I like to
I
watch all
I
the
heard
reviews, what's in the package. That one has a T valve with it, so you don't need to go to the hardware store and go get
yeah,
a T valve. It's already in the pack.
that's crazy. I heard your New Orleans accent even with it muted.
I
Amazon. Amazon.
I had speech class. I tried.
Girl, please. I love it. I went to school in New Orleans, so it's like it feels like home all the time. So we got a newborn, and then Trika mentioned the fleece. Has anybody used those disposable liners? Those disposable bamboo liners? Yeah. Tell me about it.
The liners are super simple. If they poop, you just grab it and you dump it and you flush it. Um, what I used to rinse off poop is the shield and a Bidget attached to my toilet. And I got that off of Amazon too. And it's
Mhm.
cheap if you search it instead of looking for a diaper spray, because you know when they specialize anything, they just try to upcharge for it. So just
Mhm.
searching the word Bidget or bidet. I'm not sure if I'm saying it
Bidet,
right.
bidet, it's fine.
I didn't know if that's how you spelled it or not.
It's all good.
But yeah, if you search that on Amazon, it's plenty of them up there that's cheap, and you don't have to pay the sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Anyway, yeah,
Uh,
just spraying it with the diaper. The shield is it's a little bit less mess proof, more mess proof. Because if you don't do spray it right, you're gonna spray shit everywhere. I'm sorry, poop everywhere. Let me stop talking.
you said it right when the baby comes on too. Like it's okay. If she got a baby brain, all the pregnant people, raise your hand. Lay and Lorena. What you got over there, Trika? Very cool. Okay, so we got the liners. So the liner, it's like a really, it looks like a dryer sheet. Really really thin. It lays on top of the diaper. I was using them for a little while. Actually, I sold them for a little while, and then I got like with Cooper Rose. I just kept going deeper and deeper and deeper into what was eco friendly or not, and so it was, yeah, I had to stop using those. Plus they say they're flushable and they're not technically flushable. So there's that. I think if you're having some kind of like diarrhea issue or something and you want to use the liner for a little while, I'm all about like balance. Like if you got to use it for some time, then but just don't, you don't want to mess up your wherever you live. If it's a septic tank or if it's like you live in the city, you don't want to mess that up. I've seen people have to like dig up their whole backyard because of plumbing issues, and not saying it was because of the liner, just saying like you don't want to have to deal with that. Yes, Trika.
Sorry, I wanted to add that the liner that I make from Walmart, it's washable, so I reuse
Yeah,
those just to clarify.
thank you. Yeah, so you're saying the fleece blanket. Can you explain it again? That's her big boy.
Love you.
He said he,
Oh, love you.
That real cool. I just love everything.
Clarissa says,
Oh,
I'm a birth worker and foster mom. I
It's
foster infants and I have used the bamboo
cooler.
liners. I buy them from Amazon. So there are bamboo liners as well. If you
mhm.
don't want to use the synthetic fibers as far as with the fleece blanket.
Yeah. And those are the ones that Lorena was talking about that you could just pick up and psh,
yeah,
that's all you, yeah.
I use
Um, Go ahead, Trika. You were explaining your the fleece blanket again.
the fleet. I don't know if I have, because y'all know I be prepared. If I don't think I have one on me.
Okay.
But I literally just cut it up. The blanket is $2.50 at Walmart. Normally, it's over in the like throws section where they have the throws rolled up, and you literally just cut the thread around the edges, and then I
Mhm.
just cut them. Sometimes I get like 40, sometimes I get like 45. It all depends on how I'm cutting.
Mhm.
But you lay it down, you plop off the poop, wash your diaper, and then wash that and the diaper. And it rinses right off, washes right off. There's no stains on your diaper or on the liner itself. So
Mhm.
it works for everything. If you're one of those people that don't like the stains on the white.
Yeah. How long can you use them?
So I have some that I've had for, I want to say it's been about a year now since, yeah, since I cut it up. and they still work fine. I don't have anything sticking to it. It still washes off, still plops off, and I only throw it away once it's like a crazy poop, like a
Yeah.
yeah mashed up poop. But if it not, I plop it and keep using it.
Yeah. That's cool.
Mhm.
Just
So,
to add to that,
mhm.
sorry, like
No, no.
I know most WalMarts have like fabric sections, or you have a Hobby Lobby. There's a fabric section. You can just buy a fleece. It's like $2 a yard as well if you can't find the fleece blanket at the time. I don't know if it's a year round thing, but I've done that. Like just buy fleece for like $2 a yard, however much you need, and cut it up, and then it's the same as Patricia said. You just cut it up and you just use it for
And they always
forever.
parent section too, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
like 50 cents.
Yeah. I've seen those blankets too for like $1. Just, I mean, it doesn't really matter what the print is because
Yep.
you're,
Go for
yeah. Yeah. Cool. You laughing at me, Lorena? I was thinking about the infants. So breastfed babies and poop. Anybody want to talk about that and why you don't have to wash it? I mean, why you don't have to rinse it? You have to wash it.
Well, poop for breastfed babies that are not on any solid foods is water soluble, so it'll easily wash away on that first wash, and then of course you have to wash it for the second time. So it's water soluble and it'll wash out easily. Um, you have to do a little bit more work once they start solids.
And that's when the rinsing happens. Yeah.
And they still stain though.
Hmm.
The breastfed baby poop stains. Just
Yellow.
Yeah.
a lot of people that ask me, like, "Oh, what about the stain? Do you worry about stain?" That's why I'm saying it. That's just because I do.
Yeah, that yellow seedy
Yeah.
stage, and then the
Hmm.
tar poop. Yeah, I might want to
Yeah.
use a liner with the tar poop though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That tar poop is a lot.
the yellow CD, the stains come out easy with the sun. So you just throw
Yeah.
them outside wet. You have to do it wet.
Hmm.
And that gets rid of that like super fast.
Yeah. And you can re-wet too. So if it dries and it still has it and you re-wet it and then put it out in the sun, it still will work. I've heard from a couple people. Um, Apparently, there's an organization in Canada who does a lot of like science driven research as far as cleaning diapers. And they say that if it's stained, then it's not clean. Um, I challenged it because I'm that girl. Um, Synthetic fabrics, if it's stained, then it's probably not clean. If it's a natural fiber and it's stained, it could be clean. Because natural fibers stain faster, or better, because you dye natural fibers, and so it's the same concept, you know. But as far as synthetic fabric, if you have like a micro what do you call it, microfiber diaper, like the inside, and it's stained a bit, then you probably want to rewash that. LaMonica, were you about to say something?
Oh, as far as with that synthetic fiber, so say the lining in my diapers, um, on the pocket diapers, they'll have
Hmm.
it's a fleece material that wicks away the moisture, but
Right.
it's I use the colorful ones. I don't like just plain white inside.
Hmm.
So I might surprise you with red, brown, black, whatever. It should not hold any color because it's a synthetic material.
Right.
But the natural ones, yeah, but you can easily sun it.
Yeah, exactly. Is there anything else with washing? Oh, there's a lot more with washing. As far as the wash routine, LaMonica said 2 washes and then dry. Do you guys have like any kind of, go ahead, LaMonica?
Every few weeks, I would use Lysol disinfectant.
Hmm.
I would add a cap of that in there. It help make sure my diapers didn't hold any odor, and also it helps clean the machine. Also,
Oh, cool. I didn't know that about the machine
it's
part.
the laundry one in the laundry section. It's a
Hmm.
brown bottle concentrated. It's a Lysol disinfectant.
Cool.
I
I
did
didn't know
see it
why.
on the list for different ways to strip diapers instead
Mhm.
of using bleach.
Okay.
But the amount they recommended, that stuff is strong and it smells. So I just use one little cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And that you said every couple weeks. Okay. Cool. Anybody else, like, as far as, do you do hot first? Do you do cold first? Do you do, yes.
So, my wash routine right now is I do a cold with just a tinge. I use Tide powder. So I use it at line 1, which is like the lowest level, and I put the powder in. We'll do the full wash cycle on the lowest setting as well for the cold. And then I do a hot wash with the highest, I think it's 5, not 4, 5, level 5. And I'll do the longest wash for that. And then I do a rinse after. That has been the best bet for me.
Hmm.
Everything has come out clean. Everything has come out without any issues, because I did have an issue when I first started washing. And I did use Lysol before, but after I got that wash routine, I haven't needed to do it. So I just clean my washer
Hmm.
monthly, and then
Yeah. I do the opposite, or did the opposite of that. I do a lot of detergent in the beginning, like the first wash on cold, and then the hot I do just a little bit. Because my in my brain, what my brain is saying is that by the time I get to the dry, that the detergent is all out. So I'll do like the full load with the cold, and then the hot I do like a half, and then the rinse, and then I dry. But yes, ma'am.
One thing we haven't mentioned, since there may be some people who haven't started cloth diapering yet,
Hmm.
and need more information, no fabric softener and no
Yeah.
dryer sheets, because that can also mess up as far as how the moisture wicks through those fabrics, and it'll start to repel instead of letting the urine go through that material to the absorbent layer.
Thank you. That was a good point. I saw Lorena's hand go up. What were we gonna say?
Y'all are a lot more complicated than what I do.
Go ahead. Make it
all I do,
simple.
all I do is rinse them out and put them in the washer, and they get washed
Yeah,
regular. But they get rinsed out before they ever get put in there. So I guess I skipped
that's
the
the
the soap
difference.
thing.
Yeah, because I didn't wash my. I mean, I didn't rinse my diapers before. He was breastfed exclusively for a really long time. He wouldn't eat, and so he was literally on my boob like for a long time. And so I just, would throw it in the wash. And then when he got older, I feel like he had ploppable poop like quick. I was blessed because I hear people saying that ploppable poop was like one in a million. But so I didn't really, I didn't, most of the time I didn't rinse. We just went straight to the wash. But
I'm with Lorena. Like mine is super. I mean, I know I have a diaper service, so I get fancy with them. But my diapers, like same
yeah,
thing. I just use Tide Clean and Clear. I do a rinse spin cycle, so it rinses,
yeah.
spin, and then I just do. I don't even do 2 washes. I do one, and then I throw it in the dryer. And I do know is that I have soft water though, because I'm real extra, and me and my husband got like the whole rain soft water thing. So like I don't use that much detergent because it will give me detergent buildup
Hmm.
because we have the like soft water. But other than that, yeah, just
Yeah.
real simple.
I don't know what kind of water I have
I
out
had a
here, but it
question.
ain't soft. This
Yeah.
Marone water, it don't smell right. It don't taste right. We don't even drink it. We use bottled water.
Um,
Yeah.
So nah.
That's how the water is in
I
Atlanta
was
too.
wondering what detergent everyone uses. I know with my 5-year-old, I tried doing like the more natural detergents, and I definitely had a buildup issue.
Yeah.
So with the baby girl, I went on and went with Tide powder, and I never had an issue.
Yeah.
I'm thinking with the 5 year old, I went through and hand washed every little single diaper, then did the actual washer. But with the baby girl, it was no stress. I literally would put them in the wet bags and throw them in the wash.
I hear a lot of good about Tide.
I was
I
skeptical, but I can't complain about it.
yeah. I used I used Arm& Hammer, the free and clear, because my skin
Mm.
is super sensitive and his was too, or is too. So I at first I was using, so I would always use all just for my own clothes before I had him. Um, and then I think Ebony actually, who was on with us last time, told me that that causes buildup, and so I switched to the Arm& Hammer, and I could actually feel like it felt the diapers felt cleaner, like there was no like slick kind of nothing. But that's what I used for the duration. Yeah.
I used and still use Green Shield Organic.
Green Ship,
Green Shield.
Green Shield. I've never heard of that before. Are
It's
y'all
go
laughing
by
at
Green
me? I
Shield.
did not say shit. I said ship. Shut up. I said
Another
ship.
thing is I didn't actually have to deal with a lot of poop for like the first 6 months because I EC.
Yeah,
So I caught most of his poops anyway.
that's dope. That's yeah. Yeah, sorry. That's dope. I don't know if I like at some point I guess I had like little cues that he was using it. But I don't know if I could have just caught them all. That's dope.
I'm just
Lorena, you caught them or caught them like put the baby on the potty?
I took some of the toilets have like you could take the bowl out. I would
Hmm.
just put
Yes.
the bowl up under him while he was breastfeeding,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he would pee or poop. Like I caught most of his stuff on the toilet,
That's
and
crazy.
I started that from day one.
That's dope.
That's
be.
brave.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do it, but I be stressed. It's too many.
Yeah,
You have a lot of little ones.
a lot. Cause your oldest is a year younger than Coop, and you like right after. That's dope.
Yeah, my
Sorry, I say dope a lot.
he'll be 5 next month on the 4th, and then I have a three
Yeah,
year old. He's gonna be 4 in August, and then he just turned 1. He'll be 2 in November. So
yeah.
boom, boom.
I
She
don't
wasn't
know. I
playing.
don't know that I would have did that with all them kids.
Not one, not next one. And
Oh boys.
you see,
That's right. That's right. All right, cool. So, the detergent. So I went to this baby store, all of the stuff, baby store, so like cloth diapers and reusable nursing pads and like all the stuff. And she was trying to get me to use these they looked like shells. I don't even remember what the nut was.
The soap nuts.
Yes.
I bought those before, but I was like, I couldn't hang with it. I would still use detergent, and I'm like, let me just throw that in there for a little razzle dazzle. I couldn't. I can't just wash my diapers with just that. I don't know.
Yeah. I try
So
to be natural, but mm.
I did this. So they have the liquid shake. Is that what it's called? A shake nut?
Oh,
What kind of
maybe
nut?
it is a shea nut. It didn't look
It's
like I mean, they're tiny,
it's
but
some type of nut. I
yeah.
forgot. I bought like a big box of them, and for like half of my cloth diapering journey, that is what I used.
And you didn't have any
Um,
issues?
no, and you put it inside of a like
A mesh
like
bag?
yeah, a mesh bag.
Yeah.
But I kind of got annoyed with like after you get only so many uses out of
Yeah.
the nut, and then they kind of become shells, and you gotta switch them out. And then that was just more stuff that I had to do, so I just went back to detergent.
Yeah.
But the detergent that I use has that in it anyway.
Mm. That's cool. Yeah, I when she told me about it and then thinking about all the other stuff that I heard, like just excuse me, build up and you need something to actually strip the stuff away. And, I was just like, like, I already got enough going on. I'm going to just stick to some
I never had
detergent.
any issues with buildup. I will say I didn't really use it. I was about to say I have a sanitized cycle on my washer,
Yeah.
but I ain't really had to use that either.
Yeah.
The only time I really use that is if it's a used diaper.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm washing them to give them to somebody else. Other than that, I don't really have any issues with buildup. I think I may have soft water.
Yeah.
Because I don't ever have any issues with buildup. I'm not sure.
So just for people who are listening, you can test your water and see if it's soft or hard. If you need to add, some people add boric acid, Calgon. There are all these like, I guess, formulas of how you get your wash to not have buildup. Fluff University, a lot of people use to let them know like how what they need to do because their water is this way. I never tested my water. I just assumed because of Atlanta water that it was hard, and so I kind of that's one of the reasons why I did the hot the way that I did it. But if you got that kind of time, then I'm talking to people. Then yeah, find out what you got, and it could help a lot. Um, go ask Daddy. Um, send them away. All right. Anything else about detergent? I have more stuff on the list about washing. If anybody has questions, ask away.
Let's see. I heard y'all saying y'all use wet bags. I tried wet bags, but I like the well, I used to keep like a basket by the washer, and I would hose them real good with my sprayer, and then I would sit them in there. So every third day, I wash all of them. So that open air helped a lot as well. But I didn't want to like close it up in there. So that's an option as well. If you want to close it up in a wet bag, or you want to keep it in a hamper.
So a wet bag. Samira, what's a wet bag?
It was a lifesaver for me.
Uh-oh.
It was a lifesaver. They're waterproof. They keep any funk in. I never dealt with any of the adverse effects. Like I think about if you were out somewhere, you maybe put it in a plastic bag and forgot
Mhm.
about it. It would just get really nasty. I never dealt with that with the wet bag, and they can wash right along with the diapers.
Yeah, our
Yeah.
humidity's like really high here, so
Mm-hmm.
it was pretty funky in the wet bag. So
Yeah.
I
The
just
basket
the
probably
prefer just
definitely was the
open
best
air.
for you.
Yeah.
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 So there's the wet bags. They're usually I usually have one. Even I still use them because like if I use them for my panties. And I use cloth pads a lot, so I use the wet bags for that. But they're usually the same fabric or material as a pocket diaper or a cover. And then the inside has, well, it's the same. So the inside has the PUL or TPU, which is a waterproof kind of layer on the inside. There's one, yeah, and there's a big zipper on. Some of them have two zippers, but that one looks really good. Um, so the inside there is like you can wipe those off, the same as like the diapers, and it keeps all of that smell in. If you're out and about and you're cloth diaper in, just put your diaper in there. You don't have to worry about your diaper bag smelling or anything.
And they're good to
So
travel with.
there's a what?
They're really good to travel with. I would travel when I
Super
would go out
good
of
to
town. I would
travel.
take two. I would
Mm-hmm.
fill up one with all the clean diapers, and
Yeah,
then have the other one to put all the dirty diapers in.
yeah. Actually, I that's another thing about cleaning too. There's so much on the list. At first, I was like, we can't talk for an hour about cleaning diapers. We can. Um, if so, I've done it a couple times being out of town where I have a couple of huge uh wet bags, and I like I will just fill that whole thing up with dirty diapers until I get home and then wash them. That's one way that I've done it. We were in LA once and we were there for a couple weeks, so it didn't work. And we actually washed our diapers in a laundromat. And we took them back to, we were staying at Chris's brother's house. And so we dried them, like we just kind of hung them dry because we were in LA. But as far as washing them, we took them to a laundromat. And it felt fine to us. We just made sure that we drove around and found a laundromat that looked pretty clean and just went for what we knew. Anybody else with traveling in diapers?
I didn't travel very far, but like going back home, or we went to an Airbnb, they had a washer and dryer on site,
Mm-hmm.
and I brought my wet bags, and we washed diapers in the washer. So
Yeah.
we did a cycle first to try kind of rinse it out, I
Yeah.
guess, and then I threw my diapers in, did my washes, and they came out fine.
Yeah.
So
LaMonica, yeah.
Yeah, I was able to use when I went to Georgia, I would use the wet bag like when we would leave Georgia or Texas, but not at home, but only if I was out. We had no issues. And I believe earlier you mentioned something about hand washing as well.
Oh, hand washing. Yes, hand washing diapers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like washing your hands. It's COVID.
Yeah,
uh,
so I've done that as well. In transitioning with like moving and stuff, and so with that one, I tried the plunger method, the bucket and the plunger method as well. So that one worked fine as well.
what's the plunger in the bucket method? Just for folks who.
You can you basically using the plunger to agitate it.
And you would just buy a clean plunger in a big old bucket, put your detergent in there, and
Hmm.
go
You
for
can
it.
get a 5 gallon bucket from Lowe's or Home Depot for cheap.
Word. Samir, you look surprised.
I'm admiring her agitating skills. Like, yeah. I was just imagining it. I was impressed.
I saw her whole face change. She was like, cool. So, and there are, go ahead, like, sorry.
I'm sorry. It's kind of on topic. I think it's my ADHD be kicking in. But a lot of people ask me about bleach,
Yeah.
um, and as long as you don't have like um, what are they, like the flax or the diapers, like the natural fibers, because I mostly use pocket diapers, and so like you can use bleach in your thing and they won't like mess up your pocket diapers. They won't fade the color or anything like that. I know that was a huge question I always got, and I use pre-folds as well, so of course they don't mess up the pre-folds, they just make them whiter. So I mean, bleach isn't like a voodoo. You can use it if you want. Some people just don't because it's a chemical, but it doesn't ruin your diapers as long as you don't have like a natural fiber diaper that's like tie-dyed or something. If you're just using like basic all-in-ones or pocket diapers, you can definitely add like a touch of bleach in. I do it every now and again, like randomly, maybe once a month. Or I had to go to the laundromat one time and I did use bleach in there just because it made me feel better. Since I was at a laundromat. So like bleach isn't like a voodoo thing. I just won't do it every time, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I've used, so I like fell in, I guess I won't say name brands on here, but I fell in love with this old brand that doesn't exist anymore. I mean, they don't make them anymore. And so um I would do a bleach like a little bit. Yeah, somebody is talking about it. A cap full, just a little bit. And these were fitted diapers, so they were definitely natural fiber. But I would just fill up the whole, like fill the machine up with water, and then just a tiny bit of bleach just to make sure that I'm getting any look out. And they what do you call it? Bleach soap. and just let it stay there until it's until you feel like you got enough in there. But yeah, bleach. I don't think bleach is. I mean, I know there's some folks who are just like zero chemical, and that's fine. But if you are not, and Lorena, I was thinking that when I said it. but yeah, I definitely, especially for my used diapers, good for dishes, clothes, and cloth diapering. Ha, DCD said that. Anybody
I
else? Yeah,
use um baking soda and vinegar to whiten if I'm not, well, not if I do put it in them in the sun anyway, but
yeah,
even for just like whitening my clothes in general, I use baking soda and vinegar.
yeah. Actually, in the sun too will it doesn't just take the stain away. It's actually sanitizing your diapers too. So you got yeast infections and bacteria infections on your baby's butts. Sun in the diapers help with that too. Um, yes.
Speaking of yeast infection and everything like that, I thought about the rashes. As far as making sure you use a safe diaper cream if you want to use one, or I've seen people browning flour as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but make sure you use one that won't make the fabric repel the liquids. Then you'll have urine seeping out the sides by the thighs.
Yeah.
And also it'll be hard to wash out. You might have to strip them as far as if it messes up that material.
Yeah. I coconut oil is like the go-to, and it works fine for my little one. Excuse me. I did a little bit of tea tree oil and coconut oil and cleared it right up. Yeah.
And it's Samira, you have the shea butter, right? That's you with the shea butter. Yeah,
Mm.
her shea butter. It
I
smells
have the
good.
shea butter.
It's I need to place me another order.
Oh,
Yes,
that's so. Look at her face.
yes. I got the frankincense this time, but that lavender was nice too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shall we
that
send a little
Thank
sample?
you.
that is Irie scent.
Yeah.
Go check her out. Um,
Yes, please.
cool. Um, so I was thinking this before and didn't say it because we were going in another direction, but and we can come back to what we're talking about now. The hand washing flats. Who anybody use flats and can tell folks like why that might be good if you have to hand wash or if you don't have a washer or dryer?
So see this flour sack towel, you can fold it into a flat, into a pad fold.
Mm-hmm.
Being that this flour sack towel is 19 by 20, you
Mm-hmm.
see how it easily opens up. It's not all multiple layers, hard to get through. You may have to wash it multiple times. You want to make sure all that good gets out of there. These right here, it'll wash easily. You can, being that it's already white, it's 100% cotton. You can bleach it. Um, I think the main reason people say don't bleach, and it's on the tags on a lot of like say like the Chinese diapers and stuff, is because if you accidentally bleach your diaper and you mess up the design or something on there, they want to make sure they said, hey, don't put bleach on there.
Yeah,
But I haven't had any issues with bleach. I have used it before.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, it's easy to wash, easy to get clean. It gets deep down. Um, Especially when you're able to open it up like that, it's a lot thinner and it washes a whole lot better.
And because earlier you mentioned about the portable machines, it's on my list to get. Not that I really need one, but I just want to try it. And I feel like flats would be good for a machine like that. If you didn't have a washer and dryer, you need to get the portable ones. I mean, I watched a lot of YouTube videos on them, and
mm-hmm.
it seems like flats would be a good thing for that because they're thin and it's just like one layer. So you wouldn't have to worry about it not cleaning it.
Yeah. I really want one of those portable washers. I agree. I don't need it. I just like I think it's cute. Just want one.
Right. I like want to wash like my like cloth pads or just
Yeah.
my daughter's, you know, liners
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. Cause I have the I have the washing machine. It's a front loader,
Mm-hmm.
so my liners get stuck in that little flap, and it's super
Mm-hmm.
annoying. So I always have to put them in a mesh bag. So
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get that so that I can just throw those in the portable one instead of them clogging up my washing machine. So
Yeah. Trika, were you? Oh, okay.
I was gonna say with flats also. Um, with flats, they dry very fast. You lay them out and they're dry real quick. So
Yeah.
they're the best when it comes to trying to reuse often.
Yeah. It sounds like 50 kids over there. That's so funny. Cool. Okay. So flats are the best if you have to hand wash, and they definitely dry super fast. What would be the next if you had to hand wash? The next best.
Pockets.
Pockets, pockets. I agree. And you could put flats in pockets too, or the flour sack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, pre-folds would be good to hand wash.
Three folds will be next. Yeah.
And pre-flaps.
Covers are pretty good, especially if you want to
Covers are
hand wash
great.
as well, because you don't have to worry about that inside lining too much. Obviously after it's soiled, you're gonna wipe this clean, but it's just PUL.
Yeah.
So the design on the outside, PUL on the inside. So you're mainly focusing on those flats or your whatever type of inserts that you're using.
That the cover. So just for people who are new at cloth diapering, if you don't have a washer and dryer, the covers. Well, I guess even if you have a washer and dryer, the covers you can use multiple times. So you put whatever under that cover, and then the cover goes on the outside of it to make it waterproof. If pee gets on it, you can wipe that clean. Even if poop gets on it, as long as it's not on the part that's not the PUL, you can just wipe it off. Maybe spray it with something. I don't know if you want to do that, but whatever. But it's wipeable. It's wipeable. Go ahead, Lorena.
And you don't actually have to put covers in the dryer. You can just let them hang. They dry fast too, just like the flour sack towels. And
Mm-hmm.
you'll extend the length of the diaper if you don't.
And that's all diapers. So drying is not great. That brings me to another thing too. Prepping diapers. Do you guys prep when you prep your diapers? Do you prep, or if you prep them, do you prep and dry and wash and dry and wash and dry, or how do you do your preps? I like Trika's face talk.
I did that with Harmony's diapers, not with Zuri's.
You did. What'd you do? Tell me what you did.
I did the wash dry, wash dry, wash dry. I mean, I just feel like I was extremely anal the first time.
Yeah, that makes
Not
sense.
so much with the baby,
Yeah, y'all always do us like
really.
that. The babies just don't get the love.
I mean, she
I'm the
got the love.
youngest.
I just wasn't
Sorry.
as anal. We stressing for
Mamas just be
nothing.
like,
Extra work for nothing.
you know, no, I
Because
get it.
you're gonna wash it 1,500 times already anyway.
Hmm.
Eventually, it'll get to the point
It'll
where
get
it's
to
gonna
it.
absorb water.
Yeah. So until then, you can just put a whole bunch of inserts into that thing. I agree. I don't tell people to prep either. I mean, they say that. So there are all these things just for people who are watching and new at Cloud Diapers. There's so much information out there that it can make you think that you're doing something wrong, and that's usually what happens with folks and why they stop, because it's like, oh shoot, I didn't do that right. People have been cloud diapering their babies since the beginning of time, and they do it how they do it, whatever that was. So it probably was some kind of animal skin on their babies' butts to keep stuff from going everywhere. So you do it how you do it. But what I was gonna say, with the natural fibers, they say to wash the diaper first because there are oils in the natural fiber. Um, you know, if that's how you feel, knock yourself out. But we also like put new clothes on our babies, and a lot of times people don't wash those before, you know. So yes.
I will. Okay, so I take back what I said. Everything gets washed at least once before
Hmm.
it touches my child, and that's not because of the oil that what you said. That, I mean, that's what they say, but everything gets washed once because there's chemicals. If you're not getting organic fabrics, there's
Yeah.
chemicals that are used in all the textiles, so
Hmm.
nothing goes on any of us unless it's been washed.
Yeah.
So I will say that you want to try to wash your stuff before you put it on your baby, just to reduce any toxic load that you might be exposing your baby to.
Very good point. And I agree, and I agree. I'm almost 100%. Because even the organic even the organic fabrics might have a little something on them. Especially if you are adding some type of I don't know what you call it, some kind of accent or flourish or something to that fabric. If there's if it's screen printed, if you I don't know, anything that could be on, if it's not just a organic cotton onesie, if it has something on it, then there's probably some kind of chemical that's passed through it. And even maybe, even if it's just a white onesie, may have touched some chemicals. So it's a good practice. But I'm just saying,
I mean, a
folks don't
stranger
necessarily
could
do
have
that.
touched it. A stranger
Exactly.
probably did touch it.
A
I just,
stranger
I mean,
did.
for that, definitely.
Did.
Unless, well, I don't even care. Even if you bought your own fabric and made it yourself, someone else has touched it.
Hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, definitely. I'm here for washing everything. Like
Yeah.
Lorena said, I'm washing it before my baby touches it for sure.
Yeah.
But I didn't go through the strenuous washing, drying. It was very like I did with Harmony. I just got that
Yeah.
wash once it came, and that was it.
I actually, the store that I was buying from told me to do that. Told me to do it 5 times, and I did it with the first couple of diapers, and they were pockets, and so they don't even have any absorbency. So it was a complete waste of time. Um, so, and what that means for folks who haven't cloth diapered, if it is not made to soak up pee, then prepping it really is a waste. It like doesn't matter, because that's why you're prepping it, to build up the absorbency. So pockets, covers, those two don't need any prep at all. If you think any of them need prep, they don't need any prep at all. Is that an all-in-one? What is that? You're muted.
I had to look at it like, wait, what is it? It's a pocket.
It's a pocket. Okay, cool. So you
So it's
don't,
just that one piece of fabric, and that's
yeah,
it. There's no reason to prep this.
right, at all. I mean, outside of your one wash, um,
Right.
there's no need to prep.
And really, if you're cloth diapering from the very beginning, they're not using that much. They're not putting that much urine out, really. So I mean,
Newborn, you
essentially,
mean?
is it? Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
doing it from the very beginning with the newborn, if
Hmm.
you're thinking about it, they aren't even putting that much out. So eventually, the absorbency is going to build up with those diapers that need it to be built up anyway.
Right. Right. Um,
So
it's it's
can we
just time check is 7:56. I'm fine, but just to let y'all know. Go ahead. Sorry.
real quick, in case you don't know anything about cloth diapers, this is a cover. There's no absorbency in this. You have to put something in this to catch the pee in the poop. This is a pocket. You can put stuff in here, or you can put stuff on the inside. You don't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's it's gonna
that's
work
how I
either way.
used it. Yeah, on the outside.
This is an
Um,
all-in-one.
and all in one means that it's basically like a disposable. You just put, that's all you need, that thing.
And once it's wet, it's done.
Hmm. Oh, I thought you had more
I
stuff. I was
don't
like,
think
what you got?
I don't think I have a two-in-one. This is another all-in-one. I mean, am I miss? Oh gosh, it's hard to bend over. What is this called again? I forgot.
What is it? A fitted?
Fitted.
Fitted?
Yes,
Yeah.
A fitted.
this is a fitted.
Girl, she for
Um,
real got baby brain.
bruh. So you can use this with or without a cover. It doesn't matter. It really
Yeah.
just depends on how heavy of a water your baby is. But this is really good since we talked about rashes earlier. This is really good. That this and a pre-fold or a flour sack towel if baby has a rash to help their butt breathe so they can heal faster.
That is
Okay.
the only reason why I started cloth diapering. Um, I didn't I didn't know about modern cloth diapering, and my son had a rash, and I'm old, and so I remember my grandma cloth diapering, like old school cloth diapering with the rubber pants is what they used to call it. And so I was looking for diaper pins. Lorena and Samir have heard this story 50,000 times. I was looking for diaper pins, like old school diaper pins, because we bought the Gerber the pre folds, and I didn't even know they're called pre folds, just because we were having a baby. So it was like we need those things. And so when he had the rash, I was like, I gotta put something on his butt to I gotta just let his butt breathe, but we need to put something on him so he doesn't pee everywhere. And I couldn't find the diaper pins and ran into this store, and that's when I saw all of these modern cloth diapers. But definitely, like, having the butt breathe makes the skin healthy. But even so, fitteds, pre-folds, flats, anything that isn't water resistant, or waterproof, because wool is water resistant, but it's still really breathable. But even the pockets and covers, although they're waterproof, they're still more breathable than a disposable diaper. So if you have sensitive skin, your babies probably have sensitive skin too, and their babies, so they have extra sensitive skin. Cloth diapers help with healthy booties. It is time. It is 7:59. There were a couple things that we didn't. Well, I guess we touched on most of it, but I feel like we could still get down deep into some stuff. If you have any questions, Mama Soko Collective is all about the natural parenting community, learning from each other and helping each other and advocating for each other. Please ask. Email is better than inboxing, just because I'm a crazy person with 4 businesses, and who told me to do that? But ask, please, please. LaMonica has nappy buns. Her covers are beautiful. I saw culture diapers. That's not the name of it. Culture. I'm gonna look it up. There's a black brand, Culture something
Yeah,
diapers.
she's in the chat.
Yes, Culture diapers. Thank you. There are so many other black brands. Cooper Rose. I was almost gonna not say my own. We will help however we can help. We want black babies in cloth diapers because it's cute. No, it's good for you. Anybody else have anything to say before we go? No? Any questions? Mm, thank you
Just
for this. You're welcome.
don't overcomplicate it. It doesn't have to be complicated. Do it the way that works for you and ignore the rest of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's true.
Don't let it get so complicated. Especially don't let it get so complicated that you don't do it.
Mm.
Mm, cool. And then
Because
also,
it doesn't
oh,
have to be. Yeah.
it doesn't. Part-time cloth diapering is great also. If you need to put a disposable on because you need a break or something or whatever, there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's judging you. Put that disposable on. Just hopefully it's not something that's gonna hurt them. Get some organic disposables. What were you gonna say, LaMonica?
I was just gonna say, with all the options that we have out here and all the items that were created to make things easier to cloth diaper, just you don't have to just go out and get all one system. Get a few of whatever you think you may want to try, and see which one you like the best. See
Mhm.
which two you
Mm-hmm.
like the best. Just is cater it to what you prefer. It doesn't have to go one way. As far as this person did this is what I have to do. See what you like and just run with it.
Somebody asked if there was a disposable. If we
The
would
D
recommend a disposable, what would it be?
the brand with the giraffe on it is spelled Dyperper.
Yeah.
They're, I think it's bamboo and compostable. And I don't remember if it was that same brand that they'll pick it up and they go compost it, but
Oh wow.
definitely if just search organic or non-toxic disposable diapers and you'll see there's a lot of brands out there
Mm-hmm.
that are working towards making healthier disposable diapers.
Yeah. Seven generation. Oh, somebody's just coming in. Seventh generation honest diapers. The one that Lorena's talking about is Diaper. They also are great for like in the community. They give a lot of free diapers out. They do a lot of classes. I'm not a fan of bamboo, but it's better than Huggies. Sorry, Huggies. Um, Trika, you were about to say something?
I was gonna also say I just heard of. I don't specifically know everything because I don't. I use pull-ups on my 3-year-old off and on because he does some crazy poop situation. But I just heard of this black-owned brand, if I'm not mistaken,
Mm-hmm.
called Umi
Yeah.
diapers. So I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to put that out there if they wanted to look that up and if that's a good fit for them.
Yeah.
Also, just because you mentioned it, this is the wool cover.
Oh,
If nobody knows what the wool might look like, because it's cute and it's
it's
tiny.
so cute. It's so tiny.
So that's it.
And and wool takes a little bit. It's not more, but it's different wash routine. So if you need to, Lorena's got something. If you need to know what the wash routine is for wool, you can. There's a video on Cooper Rose. You can also look up. What's Allison's last name?
Move.
No, that's not it, is it? Allie Rock. That's her Instagram.
Oh yeah.
ALYROC. She has a really good video on washing wool. What were you gonna say,
Don't
Lorena? Sorry.
don't put wool in the dryer. That's what I was gonna say. My wool that went in the dryer is a newborn diaper now.
Yeah, Chris did that to two of my diapers. Um, don't wash them with hot. Don't put them in the washing machine. Period. And don't put them in the dryer. Please. That's right, baby. That's right. All right, y'all. Thank you. We are recording, so we will get the recording out to you guys ASAP. Hopefully we don't have to edit too much. Hey, y'all, if we make this like a podcast, you won't be able to see this little baby, but he is getting it. All right. Talk to y'all later. Thank you.